Hello there. So I'm going to be talking about how I did in game week 1 and what my game week 2 team will look like. So, game week 1 I got 83 points. That's a bit well, it, well, it was a bit of a surprise to me as well. So, I normally don't do very well and I'm not really living up to my username there, am I? I got 83 points. Fantastic. Really pleased with that. All downhill from here, I'm sure. So, I mean, one of the team was Edison, Gabriel, Chilwell, Akanji, Martinelli, Saka, Rashford, Mitoma, Visa, Watkins, and Haaland. So, kind of close to a lot of the template teams, but a few nice little different ones there. So, Edison, yes, I know. Edison is going to cause me pain. I know he is. But I was really, you couldn't ask more. He got 6 points, made one save, and that's all that I was wanting him to do last season, and he didn't manage it very often. So, unfortunately, some of the more popular picks, some of the other popular picks, Johnstone and Onana also did well. In fact, got more points. Onana so lucky to keep a clean sheet, really, and he played well, but he should have given away a penalty, Stonewall penalty. The other players, Gabriel, I did actually watch Andy's stream and saw him take Gabriel out and swap him for Saliba. I chose not to because that he didn't sound totally sure about the news, and I sort of thought I'll risk it, and I knew that I had Pau Torres maybe to come off the bench. As it turned out, he didn't start. So I got 1 point from Gabriel anyway, as he came on for 5 minutes for some reason. I mean, they were defending for the lives at the end. So something to think about there. Chilwell did well. He looks like the popular pick. I think a lot of people will be bringing him in shortly. Akanji, I'd swapped him in for John Stones when we got news that John Stones was injured or not starting. Kanji might be a little bit of a problem for rotation, but he does seem to get picked quite often. He played in the European Super Cup as well, so I don't know whether that means he's going to play again next week or this week. But he did well. They got a clean sheet, 6 pointer. That's good. Martinelli and Saka, great. Rashford was a bit disappointing. A lot of people had him as well. I was thinking about a captaincy for him. Glad I took myself out of it and chickened out really. So being a chicken paid off there. Mitoma I went for instead of Imbumo. I'm quite happy with that. Imbumo scored more points, got a penalty, missed an absolute sitter. But as he tends to do, I'm sure he'll do well as well. I think a lot of the 6.5 million picks are good picks. Visser, very pleased with because I went with him instead of Mbumo really, and he got all 3 bonus points. Really scruffy, lucky goal, kind of goal I score on a Thursday night really. Where I totally mishit it and it bounces off somebody and goes in the back of the net. It takes real skill to score those ones. Um, so, you know, Haaland does what Haaland does. Watkins looked good as well. And so, overall, really pleased with the team. I might have to change my name at this rate. But I'm pretty sure next week will be back to being useless and a terrible team. So, so looking at the game week 2 team, it's the same team as before, apart from I'm looking at playing Pau Torres over Akanji. Pau Torres didn't start the last game, but Tyrone Mings was injured, so I'm expecting him to probably start against Everton. And I think that looks like a decent chance of a clean sheet. The At the moment, I'm going to be choosing Edison over Turner. I think it's pretty close between the two. I think a lot of people will pick Turner especially if they've got someone else like Pickford or maybe Onana, those players, um, Johnston, because they play Arsenal. So I think I'd like to back the better defense. And Edison, I know he has this thing where he lets in a consolation goal, goes has a cigarette by the side or something, and lets a easy shot in. That's what he seems to do. He didn't do it last time. I think Newcastle looked very good against Villa, and could cause City problems defensively. So I don't really like either, but I think I'm probably going to be choosing Edison. Now, which makes me think maybe I should also play Akanji if I think that they're going to get a clean sheet. I'm not really sure. I don't really think they are likely to get a clean sheet. I don't think Forest are that likely to get a clean sheet either. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think that's probably one of my hardest decisions this week is who to play in goal. But I don't really like rotating goalkeepers, so I'm so far keeping Edison. Um, and Gabriel, I'm keeping at the moment. I think he will play against Palace, and then I'll make a decision on him next week. I'm going to be rolling a transfer probably. I don't hate the move to James, but James is very injury prone, to put it politely. As soon as I own him, he will fall to bits and be out for the whole season. You just know it. So we'll wait. We'll wait on that one. The rest of the team I'm happy with. The Matoma, I may look to switch to Madison, or somebody else who may switch to Madison, maybe a Martinelli possibly, or Rashford if he still looks he looks terrible against Tottenham. I think he might get more space against Tottenham, ironically. And but at the moment, I'm thinking. Have I got it on here? I'm thinking Watkins captain. Now, I'm not sure about it. Haaland could easily score against Newcastle. Sometimes he just doesn't look like he's going to do anything against certain teams. I don't know. I think this is probably one of his hardest weeks to score, and Watkins has Everton at home, which I don't think the Everton defence is particularly good. So I may go, I may chicken out again and go Haaland, or I may go with Watkins captain. I think those are my two choices. I could also go maybe Saka, but I think I quite like the Watkins pick. That looks quite interesting to me. Um, could be a massive mistake. Because I think most people will go Haaland again, unless they have Salah, which I don't have. If I had Salah, that'd be an easy no-brainer. Pick Salah. So let me know what you think. Have I made any stupid mistakes here? I don't really care. It's my team, so I'm allowed to make stupid mistakes. But I'd love to hear your thoughts anyway. So best of luck with game week 2. Bye.